I haven't tested this setup to see if when I sit down, is it go? Are you gonna be able to see me? You can see me. You just can't see me up close. It's all good. All right, I'm waiting in line. Oh, one thing I need. Let me turn off my Bluetooth. Alright. So I was gonna put my mic on. I don't know what happened to my screen. Okay, there we go. So I was gonna put my mic on, but I'm having lunch. So if I put my mic on, you're gonna hear me chew. And y'all just got finished what? Chewing me out about that? You know, you ain't into the mukbang thing. Not that that's what I was going for. So let's start out with greetings, loves. Greetings. Get some of that light from behind me and block some of that sun. Yeah, that's a little better. So, hope you guys are doing well today. I am, actually. I can't complain. I can't complain. Yesterday could have went better. You know, kind of disappointed in myself, but today is a whole nother day. And today's a good day. I got a lot accomplished today to be working. Yeah. And I'm actually in line. Pardon me. It's an old lady thing. My boobies are not in place. And that doesn't feel good. Okay, now they are. But I'm in line to go in the shop. And the other truck just went in. So I'm going to be reorganizing my truck, cleaning it after I eat. Food already cold, but it's all good. And I am going to get a good workout. I'm going to do some laundry. And then I brought some supplies. I got a chance to go shoot by the house real quick. I went and got some supplies from the house so I can start working on some projects. So I am very happy about that. Very, very happy about that. Hello, Mason. So I have some chips and cheesecake and my little drink. And this is a pepperoni cheesesteak. Yeah. So I want to talk about Fantano. Fantano, if you don't know him, I forgot I put all that spicy stuff on here, so it might choke a little bit. Fantano has a channel. Hello everyone, thank y'all for hitting the like button. Fantano has a channel that has high numbers. He's been around for a while. He does reviews, other little commentary, but it's mostly, let's see, kind of new to this thing. Let me see how I can bring it, because I seem so far away, but I guess I'll leave it like that until I'm done eating. But he mostly talks about like music. He mostly does music reviews, right? And he might talk about whatever, you know, issues or whatever may be going on with the artist relevant to the music or semi-relevant. But he gets on my nerves the way he dumps on Ye. Maybe it's because his skin is not like us. I mean, I'm gonna keep it real. And I've addressed him before, whether he's heard it or not. I'm gonna say what I want to say. You know, but I listened to his video Because I'm sure everybody knows that Ye dropped a rendition of Bully that is supposed to be AI-less. It's in my playlist, but I haven't listened to it yet. I really didn't like the first Bully. So, I'm not excited about this. But Ye is still... Ye is Ye. Ye is Kanye. Ye is Ye. Alright? If you're new to me, then Ye is like Prince, Michael Jackson, you know. That's where Ye is. And he does not get knocked down. That's not possible. I think the younger generation, and not Fantano's got to be my age or older. But I'm saying the younger generation, I think, has it a little bit twisted, because they say Kim used to be the queen bee. They talk like that. We never said Aretha Franklin used to be the queen of soul. There's no used to be. You are, you are. I'm going to say something else. There is nobody in the younger generations, okay, I'll be 50 this year just to give you a range. There's nobody in these generations that qualified to knock anybody off their throne. Okay? Nobody. Clarissa cannot knock down Layla. I don't care what she can be to y'all. That's fine. But she will never be the GOAT. Alright? She don't qualify. We can do a whole video on this, and we can go in depth. Alright? Nobody can knock down Mary J. Blige. Nobody can knock down Prince. Nobody can knock down Michael. Actually, I think this is a good subject for us to have in another video. But I just kind of want to slide that in there for a second, just to be clear on where I stand. Now, Fantano. I'm going to talk about him, and I'm going to address him. He gets on my nerves sometimes, especially when he is critiquing Ye. And I think he should stop critiquing Ye's music. Yeah, that's what he does. He critiques people's music. His critiques really ain't. I like digging through the crates, although that's a little different. Fantano, I'm not his target audience, I'll say that. I watch him from time to time on certain stuff to see, because I watch different people to see what their take is going to be. And he's always coming for Ye. His biggest issue, from what I can ascertain, is the anti-Semitic, alleged anti-Semitic comments. Fantano, I think you should stop critiquing Ye's music. We are clear on where you stand. You try to pretend as if you can separate the two, and you don't do that. You're clearly biased against Ye. Therefore, when you critique him, from my perspective, it's with intentions to do him harm, as far as, you know, what he's put out. I think your intentions are all bad, and you want to try to disguise it as if it's just a critique. No, I can see right through your pale ass, okay? Now, the thing that really triggered me to actually speak on this from his video is how many times he kept saying that Ye is the worst human being on the planet. He said that before. I believe he says it every time he talks about Ye. Hit the like, y'all. Hit the like. In this video, he said a lot. Fantano, if Ye is the worst, I mean the absolute worst human being on the planet, why would you even be critiquing his music? Wouldn't it be helpful from your perspective of what you think about him if you just don't talk about him? Some people may have not even known he dropped anything. Some people may not even desire to go and listen to it. Most of the time, people will go check out something, even when you gave it a negative review, because they just want to see for themselves. So, either way, you're directing people to go and check it out. So wouldn't it behoove you to just not critique his music at all? Because how can his music, anything he put out, be deserving of a critique from you when you continue to say he is the worst human being on the planet? You should have picked a poison. If you're going to critique the artist as far as their work, then you should stick to that. Because when you're constantly throwing in insults against them personally, and you're critiquing their music, and I'm hearing mostly negative in your critique, I'm looking at this as if you are personally wanting to give it all bad reviews because you don't like the person. Because it's personal to you. Stop saying Ye is the worst human being on the planet, because that is telling a lot about you. It's really showing, you know, what people can interpret as a particular kind of hate. Because you're constantly bringing up his comments in specific to what you are, right? Or think you are, or whatever that is. And how you feel like he spoke against your people. So you have a bone to pick with him. Anyone would who is a Jew. You can't tell me any different, or who considers themselves as such. You cannot tell me any different, especially when he proclaims the things that he has proclaimed of himself and what he deems as his people. Like what he was saying on Piers Morgan. And Kanye told not one lie. Let's be clear. I care less about what you and your other pale associates try to say. He told not one lie. Not one lie. At the time, it was world renowned that anti-Semitism meant hate speech against blacks. That was the etymological definition. I even posted it on my community wall around the time he did that interview, because people running their mouth against him. No less than a few days later, they changed all the definitions to say what I'm pretty sure it says now, and what y'all keep proclaiming. Again, he told not one lie. Either way, that's how he feels. He was never being racist. Y'all try to say when we speak what we believe is our truth, we're being racist. But when others are clearly speaking racist against us, you don't even hear it. You don't even hear it. You're supposed to be critiquing his music. Bully. but you continue to say he is the worst human being on the planet. It shows your immaturity levels. Oh, how immature you are. You look to be a little older than me. However, I wonder, because you sound like a preschooler, not even a kindergartner, like very immature. The worst human being on the planet. Why would an adult say that about Kanye West? There are too many people that can easily top him in being the worst human being on the planet. Now, you can give him a high ranking as a creator, as a musician, as an artist, whatever label. I don't really think there's a label for him. I really don't. But whatever category you may see him in, you can rank him high up there to where pretty much no one can top him. Tell me who. Let me hear you say that, because then you'll be telling the truth. You'll be telling the truth. Alright? There's no artist topping Kanye. Not living. Not living. Not at all. That's why as much as you pretend to hate him, you can't keep his name out your filthy mouth. And you profit a great deal every time you make a video talking about him. Although I've watched this guy over the years, and I'm sure I'll watch him again, I would not have watched him, was it yesterday? Yesterday. Had he not been critiquing Ye and his new bully release. He wasn't even in my algorithm. I'm sure that's the same for a lot of people who may have at least seen, if not watched, that video. Before you really got into the actual music, you had already said he's the worst human being on the planet at least twice. When we are currently, and when I say we, I mean whoever we are, not everybody. But we are currently dealing with a case of many cases. But this particular case, you may have heard of it. Naziah Harris, 13 years old. Jarvis Butts, 42 years old. They claim he offed himself in prison. I don't believe it, but you know, that's what they said. After he got a plea deal that he should not have gotten. Jarvis Butts has hundreds, if not thousands, of young child victims, male and female, that he's collected most of his life. Jarvis Butts served about 10 or so years in prison for doing adult things with a 5-year-old little girl. He gave her STD. Is Kanye worse than him, sucker? No. Jarvis Butts got out of prison for that. Hooked up with a fat chick. Okay, she fat and ugly. Had 5 children with her. This chick's mother had legal guardianship of her other daughter's son and daughter. And she allowed that daughter to mostly live with the fat, ugly chick that had 5 babies with Jarvis, the pedo. Jarvis was doing adult things with all those children and more. One victim came and testified at his sentencing, and he began with her, and I'm talking about full adult things. He started with her when she was 4 years old. Is Kanye worse than him? Absolutely not. There are more predators like that in existence than we can even count. We have files that are being talked about with people on there who look more like you than me, who are worse than Ye. Yet you continue to say he is the worst person on the planet. The worst human being. Thank you for saying he's a human being, though, because you're probably not. And that could be a reason why you're mad. Hey. Look at the things you guys have to go through to try and continue to survive. Worst human being on the planet. That's not an insult. I don't know what you're trying to make it be. I don't know what you're presenting it as other than something that you feel you know he's not, but you continue to say it because of your disdain for him, and you want everybody else to feel the same way. So you can't help but looping that like you did in that video. Disgusting. Now, most people know he's not the worst human being on the planet. They know. A lot of people have been harmed by people who are way worse than him. To be the worst human being on the planet, you have done terrible things. It can't be just one great terrible thing, right? It's got to be at least a lot of terrible things, because you got to top everybody, right? Okay. Name me 5 things that qualify him as being the worst human being on the planet. It makes absolutely no sense that you still, in 2026, continue to repeat that BS and get away with it. I think it's buried in racism. You pair that up with your letting us know how dissatisfied you are with his previous comments. That you feel like are an attack on your people. Eat it. Swallow it. Spit it out. I don't care. Do something with it. Or move around, yay. Leave him out your content. He's not the worst human being on the planet when you're getting paid for mentioning his name, talking about him or his music, putting his name in your title. If I thought someone was the worst human being on the planet, I may talk about them once. I may get that off one time and bring awareness, you know. But I will not continue to talk about them, because I will not. We know how this social media works. We know how society is these days. I will not give him the opportunity to be appreciated by anyone, to get any attention by continuing to talk about him. So you don't mind having Ye to continue to get you paid. But he's the worst human being on the planet. Critique his music. And do it honestly and genuinely. Or shut up. Honestly, I don't think you should talk about him at all, because you will not give an honest or fair critique. if I were to do commentary and do a reaction on your video, I can point out from the rooter to the tutor how you just was determined to find a fault in every aspect of it. You wanted to down talk every aspect of it. Even when you have not what? What? Tell them, Fantano. You have not heard all of it. One thing you said. Ye is claiming, and I haven't heard this, so I'm just repeating what you said, that this project is AI-less, when the other one was saturated in it. A lot of people just didn't take to that too good. If he'd have reversed it, it probably would have worked out better, because most people welcome AI now. You say you doubt that that's true. You and other people seem to think, according to you, that some of it sounds just like the original, that is saturated in AI. You also complained about him, what was it, cloning himself? Mimicking himself, is that how you put it? Complain about that. He's basically robbing his fans, right? By doing that, because they want to hear something that is the actual artist, coming from the actual artist, not something that is to sound like it's the artist, but just different. Like, say, T-Pain, auto-tune, you know, that type of deal. For those who have no idea, because you're not familiar with Kanye's body art. Huh? No. You can't apply that to anyone but yourself. That's not even a statement worth making or necessary to make, or it doesn't even qualify for you to make that statement. I'm sure he has plenty of fans. He's got fans, way more fans than you, that actually like it. And they don't mind hearing it here and there. And they actually know the difference. They're not being deceived. Okay. What would be the gripe? You can't make it everybody's gripe. Oh, they come to hear the actual artist and not... They come to hear what the artist has created, whatever that is. And we know artists change. They can't stay the same. People should have learned that back when you all refused to allow Lauryn Hill to evolve. Ridiculous. If you gotta walk away, walk away. I have artists that I love down. And then eventually you can see where they had a big change in their, music and their style. And if you are truly someone who adorns their work, you will try. Sometimes you may have to let it sit for years and come back, but you will try more than one time to just feel it as them, instead of what kind of things you're used to hearing from them, and just have an open book and try to see if you can see where they're at now, and where they're coming from, and if you're willing to allow yourself to respect that and absorb it and see if that can vibe with you. It don't always happen overnight. But being a true supporter of the artist is supporting their evolution, their changes, their growth. Change is imminent. It's right here with death. If you're not changing, something's wrong. Who can tell an artist how they should change? Worst human being on the planet. Jarvis Butts. His not niece, because he never married the girl he had the 5 children with, but her niece, he started what he made her believe was an actual relationship with her when she was 12. Most of the family knew about it. He was messing with all of the children, including his own children. He has a daughter that looks just like him, and she was besties with Naziah. And he would have them sent to his auto shop almost every single day, where he would sleep with them. Is Ye worse than him? Absolutely not. They had another little cousin about their age, a couple of years younger. She walked in and saw him sleeping with both his niece and his own daughter. He then tried to sleep with her. That young child had to testify this in court. Can you top that? No, I can't top that. Jarvis's daughter, who was still underage, testified in court. He only had 6 cases they allowed to go through. He has hundreds, if not thousands, of victims. Hundreds came forward. They only allowed him 6 victims in his charges. His own daughter is one of them. You can hear her testimony on YouTube. Crying hysterically. I can't look at you as a father anymore. You changed my outlook on males, my perspective on men. My self-confidence you ruined. You changed my sexuality. 12. 13. And she has her father on top of her pretty much daily. To have threesomes with her father and her cousin at an auto shop where another male works, who yet got away. So did the other women. All of these people knew this, and nobody protected these children. Can you top that? I'm not even going to insert actual comparisons using him and anyone. I cringe to even think of that. But that is not nowhere near anything Ye has ever done. Jarvis Butts is indeed way worse of an individual than Ye. And that's just one guy we're talking about. Jarvis Butts got 13-year-old Naziah Harris pregnant. And then he deleted her because he didn't want to stop what he had going on. You go to prison for what you've done to a 5-year-old. Done it to a whole lot more, but that they gave you this one. Gave her STD. She was 5. You do 10 years. You come home. A big buffalo gives you 5 beautiful children. And you have your way anytime you want with all of them. And there's a bonus, the niece. And there's other bonuses, other children. Plus a harem of women, who some of them have children too. So you know what? Yes. So Naziah being pregnant by him was an issue. Oh, you can go and listen to the court case, and you can listen to the text messages between him and a 13-year-old girl, starting from when she was 12. The text messages start there too. You can listen to them being read in court. That will top anything Ye has ever said, that we've ever heard. Guaranteed. Yet you, a grown male who wants people to respect you, right? To take you seriously as someone who critiques. You want to be looked at as a professional? You continue to spew out your crusty, pale white mouth that Ye is the most, he's the worst, the most despicable human being on the planet. My intellect and rationale would not sit out of the by and let that shit slide. Ye is a troubled soul. Most extremely talented, multi-talented artists are. Most extremely intelligent, multi-talented individuals, whether it's music or whatever, are troubled souls. They just go hand in hand. The brain, it don't work the same way. Or everybody would be one of us. Yes, I said us. I know firsthand. Most know that it is in their best interest to mainly keep to yourself. You stand out, you're different. Nobody's going to understand you. You just happen to be someone who clearly does the opposite. It happens. But there are a lot of other factors there too, right? We all know that, right? Including your people. And the tampering that they have done with Ye. And are still doing. And unless the creator himself breaks that up, will always do. Let's cut the shit with Ye is the worst human being on the planet. Let's cut the shit. The people who have done the damages to him, who continue to do the damages to him so that they can control him and hold the puppet strings, so they can keep him where they want him, they're worse than him. Facts. They are worse than him. But you bring your pale, ugly, Weird Al Yankovic looking ass. You see how I just went so personal there? That's what you tend to do. Are you here to critique the music, or you just want to get it off? How you feel about Ye? And every time, yeah, you should just skip him from now on. You should. No true supporter of Ye, fan of Ye, whatever you, and none of us should ever jive with you again. And you say any of that shit about Ye one more time. One more time. Anytime you do anything talking about Ye, I'm gonna be right there. And I'm gonna critique your shit. I'm gonna critique you critiquing him. Are we gonna see how racist and, you know, biased against him that shit really is? We're gonna see what that video is really about. You wanting to condemn this man while simultaneously making good money off his name. That's why you make sure to get his name right. You know, if you want to start making a list of the worst human beings on this planet, start with your people. There's plenty. Your list will be long, and your content will never end. It will never end. You will be on your deathbed telling your wife, your husband, your whatever, whoever. Maybe that. I can't go yet. My list is too long. I got too far to go. I have to do content on the worst people on the planet. My people. Your people. I don't mean mine. I mean your people. But you're dying. It's time for you to die now. So you won't finish it. And you're in agony. No, but I must. And then God himself says, Fantano, Fangio, no one lives forever. You will have to live forever to do all of your content on your people that's on this list. Rest in peace. Take them suckers with you. Borrow that piece of paper, put it in your pocket, and take it with you. We heard you. We heard you. Every time we heard you. Even the things you say that aren't on camera, we can hear it when you talk. The same way Aiden had to close his mouth about Dolce. That's enough. That's enough, Krusty. Your content is not valuable to me. It's not. But you slid in there. I mean, you got the right complexion, right? How did you get there? Through the work of your people, who are the absolute worst humans on the planet. Ironically. Who could be the indirect, if not direct, cause of all disturbances that Kanye experiences. And so many others. You know this. Everybody knows this. Because y'all had to do, well, you chose to do some very, 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 very horrible things to people to obtain your levels of protection and status. And you still do it. You will always do it. That will never stop. It can't. Or you will lose, right? So all of these absolutely brutal tactics that you use against people who are not like you, do they trump who Kanye is? Yay. What did he say to Pierce? Don't let's not ask retarded questions. Let's just not. Since you are so dead set on talking about who may or may not be the worst human beings on the planet, keep Ye's name out your mouth when you're having that conversation. As an actual victim, current victim of your people, who are part of the cause, part of the reason why a lot of the things that you're claiming that you are offended by and don't like about what he has said or done, they're the cause. Talk about them being amongst the worst human beings on the planet. I mean, let's be at least somewhat realistic. Huh? At least try. Sucker. Nobody cares about that BS coming out your mouth concerning his body of work that he just released. I can't even hear any of that pass. All that other stuff you saying that you won't be okay if you don't say it. You have to say it. It burns your soul. It's on your mind. You wasn't there for the bully. You wasn't. You wasn't there to critique bully. You was there to spew hate towards him and to spew hate towards his product that he put out. To encourage others to put that hate energy upon him and his work. To further cause damage to an already damaged person. Who we all know we cannot absolutely exclude him having genuine mental issues. Or should I say medical issues. Isn't one of your people, one of the people who has been his handler and who has been medicating him and who has been threatening to medicate him so much so that he'd be in a zombie land to never return to even where he is now. Ye has been chilling, as far as we know. All of the things you talked about, he's not even doing any of that. Then he's putting out music. Most people are pretty happy with that. Like, we prefer to see him there than, I'm gonna call it putting himself in danger. Because all of us know, whatever you want to say about Ye, whatever critique you want to have about Ye, whatever you feel like Ye may have said that offended you, first of all, I don't care that he allegedly offended you by telling truths. I haven't heard one lie yet, unless we're getting into, you know, the personal stuff with the wife and all that. Now, I can critique that, but we're not talking about that. You didn't even talk about that. We know what you're talking about. And that's what I'm talking about. You want to implement your racism on Ye. Because he has been out of order. And y'all that just not, that's unacceptable. The extreme exaggerations of saying he's the worst human being on the planet. Let me see what y'all saying in the comment section. If you're trolling, you're gonna I'm gonna block you. Although I find honor in being trolled. Because we all know why y'all are trolling. This very video is proof of we know why you're trolling. If I were doing a video doing a friendly critique on Fantano's critique, or saying I like his take, or whether I agree or not, I respect his critique, anything like that, it would be friendlies in the chat. You know, that was a quick turn away, wasn't it? I thought about that like a few months back. Being that I listen to so much of his music, I'm not I don't listen to what you call it, gospel music, church music. I don't really listen to it. Not that I didn't used to. I mean, I was brought up on it. You know, Christian schools, Catholic schools. But I don't listen to it. And that includes his. But being that I listen to him, it pops up. Sometimes I will click and I actually like the art. But it always makes me think about that. Because we know he's a public figure. We know we saw him transitioning there. We saw him leaning into that. We saw him and Kim arguing because he wanted her to start dressing modest. Right? We saw the whole making a school. Everything was, he did like a, what's his name? Kirk Franklin, you know, type music. He took a lot of his songs and made them to be about Christ. You know, the Jesus walk. It's just so ironic. I went into all that in my head, like back, because I'm not into Jesus walks either. I know that's one of his most popular songs. It just I'm not gonna say I don't like it or it's not good. It's not a good song. I'm talking about all of it, the beat, the motivation, everything. It has that it factor concerning gospel music. It does. Like it's a gospel bop for real. But it doesn't do anything for me. It's not my cup of tea. At the time when it came out, I found it to be a little extreme for him. He saw me in that mall. He saw me. He saw me. I didn't have time for small talk. I had to get back to the shop, you know, shut down, get in line, and he saw me. Now, see, every time I don't listen, because clearly when you're being told something, where is it coming from? Come on, y'all. That's your alley-oop right there. Why would you not take it? And I said, nope. I'm going to keep going because it's not even time for them to be back yet. I got at least another week. So I'm going to keep going. But something said, your glasses are here. Go check on them glasses. And just now, I see the on the ID. I could have had them right now. I could have rolled comfortably on my ride with my new glasses fitting just right. New prescription that I don't have to adjust every 2 seconds, and extremely happy. Now, is it his fault for not flagging me down, or is it my fault for not going in there? Yes, I'm biased because it's about me, but it's his fault because he should flag me down. Because at the end of the day, it is to be presumed that I actually don't know, because I don't, until he tells me. He doesn't know that God is telling me, go get your glasses, my child. Even the lady that works at the door, I don't know what she does. She's a helpmate, I guess. The way the conversation flowed today with her, it was all the signs were there to go get your doggone glasses. And then you don't have to figure out when you're going to make way to come back over here again. And tonight you will have your glasses. I say this every time. There's never a time that I don't say this. I can't speak for everybody, but for me, it's a don't skip. Whatever song y'all are listening to on Bully, that it's your favorite song, because I see a lot of people. You're really pleased I haven't watched like actual critiques except for the Fantano one. But in the comments, I see a lot of people saying they like it. They like the album. And that's good. Of course, I'm going to listen to it. And I know I'm going to listen to it tonight. I'm actually kind of excited to listen to it. But kind of hesitant and a little nervous. The comments, too many. I'm going to say too many comments were being suggestive that this looks like some of the old Ye. I think I saw a few people saying that about vultures. So, but I saw quite a few people talking like that. I'm like, do they really know what they're? Are they qualified? I don't know who you guys are. You probably will just like anything because it came from him. One thing that is very hard for me to do is to hear a song from Ye that I don't like. I'm just like a deer in headlights. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Am I supposed to discard it? It doesn't make it on the playlist. Now, most songs that I haven't heard yet, I'll listen to them, but they won't get on my playlist unless I'm like, yeah, I like that. If it's a Ye song, it'll go on the playlist, and if I have to take it off, which I don't even want to think about that, it's a trying time. Because there's some songs that, I get in a certain mood where I just want, because y'all know I drive for a long time. I want a smooth flow. I don't want to hear a song I gotta skip. I might have to remove it. I've done that and revisited and ended up liking the song. So that's happened a lot of times. So it's not as bad as it could be, but I'm still the first bully. I think we're all hyped initially when Kanye drops. Ye drops. When you hear it the first time, I think if we're gonna keep it real, there is a high and an excitement that you're listening to it and you're in that excitement. It will kick in that I don't how I feel about this, because who wants to have these feelings of this master creator that we've had all this time may not ever be that master creator again. We may continue getting high hopes and dreams that are missing. I mean, it's slim pickings out here, and you just can't duplicate that. You can't duplicate that. So I think that's part of the plan, part of the strategy to also hit us very hard like that, because the way all of the music has been changed. One thing you know for certain, you're gonna get some good feel-good music from Ye whenever he drops. We are lucky to have all the old stuff. Hey, my shit is digital, so I'm always kind of on eggshells about that because they can take anything at any time. But we have that. And that's about as from what I've accepted, especially after hearing by the time we got to this bully, not the latest version, but the first one, I just was like, okay. Once you can accept something in your mind, then it makes the walk a little easier. And I was on the fence about if I was even gonna listen to this. But Fantano kind of pissed me off, so I'm gonna listen to it. So now that I'm done, eat my cold meal. Before I move on to my next activity, I'm gonna start blocking. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. See how I took my time? Giving you time to delete. But you won't disappear, so I don't know. I think I'll still get you. And they got a whole bunch of new trucks. But we're going to see how much we're going to get taken care of today. I have a piece that I need. That part has to be like welded on, bolted and welded. So, but although I kept the part, I bungeed it to the back. See what had happened? I come to get my load, and it's super dark, right? And you line up. I think he's gonna come get me. Yeah, he's finished with him. You line up under your trailer, and male and female. You hook your fifth wheel, and it locks around that pole. And then a bolt comes through and secures it. Now that trailer is supposed to be at the right height for that to happen, without you running your fifth wheel over that pole and it getting stuck on the other side and you're unable to get out from up under there. That's a problem. Yep, he's coming to get me. Well, we drop. When the yard guy comes and get the trailers, he don't even have to crank the legs. The way his truck is, he just scoops up under that. Our shit was like that. And it latches on there and it lifts it up. So he can just pick it up. He don't have to even touch it. So the driver puts the legs down. If you're putting him down too far, because you're going to start to hear the air pressure in tires and stuff like that. And then it's going to start to lift your tractor up. So you're like, oh, that's too much. Then when they load the trailer and all that weight gets on the legs, then it's really hard to put the legs up. So there's all kind of reasons why you shouldn't do that. My trailer was a little too high at night. And when I backed up, instead of clicking, I went right under it. And my wings hit the trailer. One of them fell off. Why are we going in reverse? And I'm in drive. And we're not on the hill. Let's not. You don't want to go in the shop. Oh, it's like a doggy going to the vet. Trying to run away. Oh, I'm going to make you better. But the good thing is, I got from up under that fifth wheel and I ain't need nobody help. And it didn't take me long. So, that was a great thing. Oh, shit! 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 Oh, I should have logged out. Damn, I forgot. I should have logged out. I forgot not to go too fast.
What happened?
I activated my thing. I looked at it just now. I was like, oh my God. Yeah, I know what to do. Fill it out. Oh God.
So
I'm gonna say that was you driving it in the shop.
yeah, that's fine.
So they can fix it, because I gotta get my shit tonight. Oh my God. I should have logged out. Logging back in is such a hassle. But look at that. I'm supposed to creep. Let me turn it on. Okay, I'll call it in a second. And put everything that I want to get checked on here. It is 2:14. So it's 14:14. Man, you big dummy, man. Everything was smooth. Everything was smooth. I did that. Okay, so let me see if I can do it. Probably not. Driving. There's no way. I can't change that from driving. It has to belong to someone, because it was. Okay, where's my phone? Yes or no? Do is creep right here. It's not that far. And I forgot. What's my track number? That's okay. Now, she better change it, not give me no trouble. I don't know safety like that. I know Safety by J. Cole. Okay, I know the whole world blowing up your phone. Oh, my driving number. I put the wrong thing in the wrong spot. Okay. Man. Okay. She gonna change it. I know she gonna change it. I ain't even worried about it. Can I ask you a question? Right quick? Can I ask you a question? So when I'm looking at these gauges right here, is this giving me a temp and it's telling me the amount that's in there? Because this is what I was looking at, and it was like, okay, when I check it, I know what I'm seeing, right? But this is...
that's just the pressure. That's just the temp.
Oh, okay.
So it just rises up. Since those are up under 100, that's why it...
And that's the tires, right?
That's the front axle and rear axle.
Okay.
It's the... I can show it to you.
Okay, but I get what you're saying. So, I was thinking that is telling me the temp, and this is saying, hey, you're getting low oil. So.
No, it just a graph. So it's
Gotcha.
basically showing 144.
Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay, mileage. That was an extra measure. oil cycles through. You don't always get a correct reading. I am underload, but I'm not underload. She's Cynthia. I don't know why. And then when I called her, she was like, "You don't have a load tonight." I was like, "Yes, I do. I'm going to Alabama." Maybe she don't want me to go to Alabama. I mean, I'll go. It's not that bad. So, technically I'm not, but I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes. I'm gonna say yes. So this don't get messed up. And I get up out of here. Load is at the delivery date is what's tomorrow at like 2 a.m. or something like that. I don't know. Alright, issue number one. Issue number one is name of it, so I'm literally gonna put rear wing thingy. He already knows what it is. I think they got one too because he's taking it off. So that's good. I might be all good. I'm gonna leave up out of here. Okay. Huh? Oh man, I was just saying to myself, I know you got one. I think you got one because it seems like you're taking it off. Oh, dang. Okay, so how long does it take for they come in? Oh, God. They don't have an estimate? Oh, so they get them regularly? Yeah. Okay, so it's not, it would be you order for me. Okay, so when I leave here, are they gonna? So I go up there and she'll get my information and they call me when they come in, or? Where's another one? Because I don't know. This is the only one I know about. Okay. So just next week, maybe. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And what you were gonna say something else? Oh, my bad. You can come around that side too if you want to. I unlock the door. Instead of being in here eating, I should have been moving stuff out the way. I was gonna do all my arranging and cleaning and stuff before you called. I thought it was gonna be longer. I took my time. Alright, so let me see. And then it was the APU, yeah. You need some more light. You know where the lights are, right? Oh, it should be up there on the thing. Right, what if it's right here? Yeah. Okay, the APU. So you see where the thing, the clip piece that holds it in?
It's upside
I haven't
down.
seen one of those since like dial up or whatever. But also like when I have the APU on, it eventually dies. Even though I have it, I just rig it until so I can hold it.
Yeah.
But it eventually dies, and the truck no longer restarts the charge.
Yeah.
So I only get like a limited time on it.
Yeah, I'm gonna check the batteries. It's got an LED light, so
Uh-huh.
I'm pretty sure the batteries is one of the, something with your
So
batteries.
it's already showing low?
Yeah, it's showing low voltage.
I wasn't even using it. I haven't used it since last night. But if it's not constantly plugged in, it's not going to be able to charge, right?
No, this is just the remote.
Oh.
So this just let you know if it's on or not. But you got your LED.
Oh, yeah. It does that a lot.
Yeah, so they check the batteries.
Okay.
So
So those are the things I'm writing down. Just those two.
oh.
Yeah. Faulty. I didn't even get it. I didn't even get a chance to clean up. I literally just got finished eating. And then I have like all my stuff that I gotta rearrange because now I have the crafting supplies with me. And then I have my laundry out and we're ready to take the bedding off and we're going there to do the laundry. I want to work out first because I got fresh energy right now. So it's best that I work out first. And I don't know if they got laundries. I haven't been in there since. It's been a while. And this is the newest terminal, but they converted it. I forgot what it was before they turned it to terminal. But the laundry center, they're still working on that. So they have like maybe a couple wash and dryers. I don't know. I ain't even going in there. Once I heard it was no more than like a couple in there, I was like, okay. But yeah, my vacuum and everything that I use to clean everything. It's like it's the power for like the house plug, and it's also the power for the AC to keep the AC on when the truck is off, because that truck don't stay on. So you can plug in your appliances and whatnot and use them, and then you can keep your AC on. Ooh, this phone is overheating. Let me take this case off. So, oh, I gotta call, find anything else, and get her to fix me up. I don't want Tanya to look at that and be like, oh my God, what did she do? But at the end of the day, I still don't have no assignment, so Tanya sounded like she was at home in the bed anyway. Everybody got a sweet baby. Everybody. Okay. As long as you don't mess up. The money is money, okay? Hi, I'm Mess Up. My name is Mess Up. You know how Journey say, my name is Pink Face? That's me. My name is Mess Up. How are you? I know who won't be getting salary next week. Oh. Yep. But you know, tomorrow's a new day. Just do it again. And try to do it the right way this time. They get the doozy on time. I was asleep. I was in a coma. Forget all that. I was in a coma. But at least I did go to sleep. So I could be safe. Because when I started dozing off, I was like, let me set my alarms. I'm gonna get, you know, a little nap. I woke up and it was 3 hours past the time for me to leave. And I was right there with my wallet. I didn't have it checked out yet, but I was on the same yard. I was like, I stayed here. I didn't move. So I don't even have to worry about being here on time because I had a ways to go. And then I overslept. And just like that, my money messed up. What's that song Etta James sang? All I can do is cry. Oh, you ain't pouring out nothing cold. If it's not, let me see. How about the thing on? Oh, I don't know if I should turn it off. Oh, he's checking it. D. Oh, he's not back there. Okay. So when I do my it's hot. It's hot up here, man. I got to open these windows and everything. All the windows. All the windows. Put me back here. Yo, yeah.
What live you on? TikTok?
YouTube. Yeah. Open everything up. Some of this food. It's hot today. It was cool, but I live in South Carolina now. I wasn't here in Georgia. They listen to old school music. They too young to be listening. They must have to keep it. When I be going to my customers, I don't care what. They be in there rocking out. I'm gonna say that, and it be plastic. Y'all getting it in, but you know, music help you get it done. They be in that jamming.
If the driver quit hitting stuff and tearing up my truck.
Huh?
Huh?
I didn't hear nothing.
You ain't hit nothing.
What makes you think I did it?
Because I know. I can look at your face and tell you did it. That's why they sent me over here. I can tell when somebody bullshit.
Hold on, let's start over.
Tell me the truth.
Let's start over. Let's start over.
I'm gonna tell you how you did it. You backing up. You cut deep. and it hit the trailer and messed it up.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. See, I always tell it. Yeah. I told him what happened. I came to pick up my trailer, and it was too high. I'm at Whirlpool, so it's dirt back there. I should have checked. But
Didn't
listen,
do a walk around, okay.
I don't know how much you know, but the only people cranking is us. Because the yard people don't even need to crank because they left, right? So I wouldn't think that it would be too high. And it looked to be just right. But it was just a little, so I popped that fifth wheel and it hit it.
When you popped that fifth wheel and it was dark, that what did it.
Yeah, it hit it. Because I went slam back into it.
I know, I looked at it.
Ain't no need to lie. Hey. So what y'all gonna do? Both of them came back here. What? Tell them my name is Charlene. Yeah. Cause they finna go write something. I can tell. They gotta go do some paperwork. Don't you tell on me. Don't you write me up.
So all your batteries are good. The one that got your connect to the back APU power, it need to be recharged. So I'm gonna put your batteries on charge here.
Oh, they rechargeable?
Yeah. So they all good. They just need to be charged up.
How often do they usually have to be recharged? But they last pretty long?
It lasts pretty long. Like just during the cold weather, that's when it becomes a real problem. Now that it's hot, you can recharge it.
Okay. So as far as the thing, because I haven't found something that will hold.
I'm gonna get you a new cord.
Oh, okay. Dang, they still make those? Because, I mean, I just think about, like, old telephones and dial-up, because that's exactly what it looks like. I'm like, this shit should be wireless or something. But anywho, yes. That's what I get for saving all my cleaning. But I'm glad I got here first. I ain't worried about it. It is what it is. So I gotta wash out my cooler. I had this cooler for years, but I didn't. This water has been in there for more than a couple of days, so I'm gonna clean it out. Now, I normally don't still have my shoes on, but in and out, so. And you're not supposed to drive with slippers on. You're supposed to have on actual shoes, so I can't be out here. And I got these platform freaking Converse on. So my phone thing dropped. And I don't know where it went. My holder. So I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put y'all right here for a second. Oh, I forgot to turn it off. I said turn it off. Air felt good though. I'm just saying. Okay. So let me start getting it together because it looks like he's gonna be finished soon. And I'm gonna hit the gym up. Y'all been in that gym with me. My laundry. I'm ready to go. I mean, his guess was good though, because that is a good way you can do it. And I do have to make L moves a lot because for the customers I go to, those be the ones that be hard to get into. So you have to cut it tight. I had to get him to put me a longer truck blind hand on because he's so damn short. As soon as you cut that L, that thing pop off. So I'm like, no, sorry, Bob. I got my laundry stuff ready. So my dash cam, I was getting ready to put that up after I clean these windows. And I see my SD card, but I don't see the little piece that I bought. And I'm sure it's here, but it's just... Okay, there it is. Alright, so I'm going to leave this out because I'm going to get to that in a minute. Then I got locks for my bags. So if I need to leave him here with the truck, just leave the lots of cases. Got all my heavy hitter in there. Not to say anything about anybody, just, you know, you protect your neck and then you don't have to worry about that. That's all. You can't put a lock on your fridge, which is definitely something to worry about. People are weird. People are weird. Some of them cases, oh my God, electronics, phone, call. Before I go another step, let me get this woman to fix my dang on log. I don't want to get another truck or nothing, because them trucks don't have fridges in them. Nope. So, you know what? Employers be like, don't talk to your co-workers about what you're making and stuff like that. You don't tell them what you're getting, because they might not be getting it. And, you know, they might complain, they might hate, you never know. But I thought that everybody on this account had a fridge. Until I saw a co-worker out there in them streets. He was like, oh, you got one of these, you got this line. Because they think that this is boo-boo. I guess because it looks different. I don't know. I was like, shit, this truck nice, bro. What you talking about? It might look like Motel 6 on the outside, but it's nice. And I got a fridge up in here, too. What? Hey. He's like, oh, you got a fridge? I was like, you don't have a fridge? He was like, hell no. I got a cooler that I gotta keep putting ice in. I was like, oh. Maybe that was an accident. Maybe. I was like, shit, tell him to get your chocolate fridge. That's all. That's what you do, player. Fuck all that. Be royalty. to one key. Hate this. So that lock I just recently threw away, it probably would fit this. That sucks. Because then all somebody got to do is just go buy. Oh, there's my thing I dropped. My phone holder. All right, so I need a small baggie. You know, will be our moments. I don't have any spare Ziploc bags. So, let's see. If I move this, head card, I think I'll keep it up here. And now the its new spot. Put these in here for now. Actually, I can just attach them to the bag. That way I don't even have to worry about it. Here's my trash bag. I have to put the keys on my key ring because I'll be looking for them in a second. I was alright when old boy came over here. With the dude that came behind him that said absolutely nothing. That was the white man. I'm like, I didn't report it for a reason. I didn't write it up for a reason. I just came up here. I ain't need y'all coming back here. Begging out right now is asking questions. But go on back around the corner. I ain't even got a chance to butt everybody else. All I gotta do is make up pies, make up pancakes. Drop them off every now and again. I ain't even had a chance to do all that yet. And here they come. Look. What you did to the track? Nothing. Go back where you came from, son. Let me get it. I'm laughing at y'all. Shout out to the ones being positive in the motherfucking chat. Boy. I ain't gonna front. Some of y'all trolls be cracking me up, boy. It's good. It's good to smile. Sometimes y'all be cracking me up. That motherfucker said, and I don't be trying not to read y'all comments because I want to encourage your bad behavior.
They told me to take off that top side because it's just flopping off. So
yeah, that's what I didn't want it to fall.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I'm glad you, because I actually thought you were gonna take it off anyway. I thought you were gonna take it off anyway because I don't want it to fall, hit nobody's car or something. Your glasses are ready. Open until 5 p.m. Ain't nobody going to worry about that there. I can't. I was just there. When I see him, when I see him. And the truth of the matter is, we gonna have a good laugh, cause I'm coming down. I'm gonna get him, but it's gonna be funny. Cause I already know how it's gonna go. Like, bro, you saw me while you did, and he gonna say something that's just gonna be the slowest thing to say. Like, you was walking by so fast, you like you was on a mission, you had time. What? And see, this is something the guy would say, right? So, I'm gonna make a joke about when I said to myself, I'm gonna do when I see you. I'm gonna get my glasses, and I'm gonna be out. I need logs. That's what I need. Yeah, cheese. Bro, I already hit the line I need. Don't play. I hate this. Let's put it there. But y'all are so mean. Shut up. Put somebody on the phone. Hey. Stop. Motherfucker. Put somebody on the fucking phone. I don't want to hear that. I hate when they try to give you 1,000 options. Hi, you deal with logs, right? Can you transfer me? No, thank you. Here's Sweetie Pie. Thank you. Overheated. I'm about to holler at y'all when I get my air back on because it's overheating.